so I kind of angled my detector swinging in there, and it sounded okay, not bad. So I flipped the old plug ski, and I was hoping for one on my birthday, and I think I got a coin. The cool part about this is I don't think it's a copper either. Come on, really? Who does that? All right, hey everybody, Pop Can Dan. Got a party like it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It is my birthday. 56 years old, man. I'm an old guy. I'm a really old guy. Well, you know what? I just keep chugging along. Nobody's told me I'm old yet, so I just keep going. Anyhow, listen, man. For my birthday, I'm coming back to this field, all right? Landowner, the farmer said to me, listen, man, you haven't got enough stuff out of this field yet. And I said, you're right. And this is the field with the cabin. I was telling you about the late 1700s cabin. This is the field. I've got a few things out of here, a couple of cool little bangers, but not, I haven't got a coin yet or anything out of here. And today I'm just gonna stretch out a little bit further up the side of that slope as well. And then make my way around back. That's where the well was, right there where I'm pointing at that pole. Then maybe later, before I finish up, I'm gonna go over to, that's the house I usually do, the 1830s house. I'm gonna go to the front of that field as well afterwards and just see what goes on, all right? It's a nice little day for my birthday. The weather's nice. All is well in Danville. Folks, let's get on to the first hole, man. I'm here for the history. It is no mystery, all right? Here we go. Okay, we got some slim pickings out here in the field today. I have a feeling, the farmer right in front of me, say about 50 feet ahead of me right here, he said that's where the cabin was. But I don't know if that's where the hot spot would be, because I haven't really got a whole lot out of there. Unless somebody, obviously knew about this place and came night hawking. It's right beside the road, man. It really doesn't surprise me if somebody did. But actually, having said that, back near the road right here, I got a decent little signal. Started out in the 20s and it moved up to the 40s. And I'm not exactly sure what I've got here. It's some kind of button / rivet, but it's got lettering on it. Just can't read it out here in the field. But you know what? Hey, that's a start, man. Okay, I'll take that. That's a good start for me. I'll take that for a starter. All right, so the well was right there. I'm south of the well now. I decided to, go around the outskirts, and I got a great 35 right there, 2 inches deep. Good signal. Couldn't say no to it, and I'm glad I didn't, because there's a little something that tells you people were having a rocking time here back in the day. There you go, harmonica reed, folks. I've heard a few detectorists say it as well, and this was their form of entertainment back in the day. They didn't have internet. They didn't have, TV shows and stuff like this. Everyone's gathered around the grandpa, and he just started ripping into some tunes. So there you go. Okay. Hey, man. South of the well seems to be where it's at. I'm starting to get signals down here. And maybe about 50 feet back, I got that other harmonica reed, and I just got a good signal here. It was a little bit faint, but it was in the 40s, and it was deep. I'm talking 8 inches, man. And I dug it up, and I flipped it over, and I thought it was a coin. At first, I saw some green. I'm like, oh, we got a coin. But no, I cleaned it away, and it's another part of harmonica, but I think it's actually the harmonica. It looks like there's more to this one. So let me show you guys. This is pretty cool. This is a nice little find. Yeah, look at this. I haven't even touched it yet. It's heavy. It's a few. Oh, it's literally falling apart in my hand. I got to be careful here if I want to keep this thing whole. Hold on, let me, yeah, you see there's a piece there, the little bolt that goes through it. It's there. Let me clean it up and see if I can preserve it. Yeah, man. Well, not 100% intact, but I'd say about 70% intact. It's just missing the shell around it. That's incredible, man. For a field out here, like where the late 1700s cabin is, who knows how old this one could be, and it's still intact. It's still got the two nails going through the sides and everything. There you go. That's a good find, man. Happy with that. It's history, brother. It's history. All right, I'm not always in it for the big coin, which is nice sometimes, but I love the history, and I always say it's no mystery. I'm here for the history, all right? Look at that. That's a great find. Let's keep moving on. All right, man. Hey, I'm just starting to come around the side of the well to get on the north side of it. And just in the little bit higher brush, I got a good signal, 35, nice 35 signal. Anything under 35, I get a little apprehensive about digging, but this was a good signal. I had to dig it, and I'm glad I did. I'll show you what I got. Yeah, like that box right there, that's the well. They obviously they got to cover it up. They don't want, for liability and stuff like that. And right here, folks. Oh, hello. Yeah, we got ourselves half of a sleigh bell. Not a croto bell, but more of a sleigh bell. Let's see, it's it's only half of it. So it's would have been attached to a leather strap and would have went jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. And there you go. There you go. That's a cool little find, man. Like I said, I love history. This paints a picture of what this place once was, and I think that's pretty neat. So there you go. Okay, this was it was kind of a one-way signal in the 40s. I wasn't getting a good pinball machine action signal out of it, but look at this, man. Woo, big old railway spike. You can actually see the railroad tracks way down in the distance there. How it made it up here, I have no idea. There you go. All right, all right, all right. The old hat off. Look at the hair. Holy. It's getting a little crazy, the hair is. All right. Switch locations from the late 1700s cabin site back to my buddy, the landowners. Well, it's all his land anyways, but I decided I was going to come back and try the far end of the field. I've hit that front end so many times. And I figured I'm going to come back, I'm going to go low and slow on this side. I'm going to see what happens. You just never know. And I got a good signal. It was in between. It was kind of on the side of, because the way the ground's been plowed, it's up and down. It was on the slope down side. So I kind of angled my detector swinging in there, and it sounded okay, not bad. So I flipped the old plug ski, and I was hoping for one on my birthday, and I think I got a coin. The cool part about this is I don't think it's a copper either. It might be a silver. I don't see any green patina on it, so it's pretty big. Pretty big. I'm just sitting here relishing, I really want to look at it, but it's almost like I just don't know. Wow, hey, it's my birthday, man. It's my birthday. I got to enjoy this, all right? Here we go. Check this out. Yeah, so it was down in the hole there. I flipped the plug, and look at this, folks. It looks like something special. It really does. Let me get a hold of this. Get my hands. Oh, it's a big coin, man. It's a big coin, and it's got big ridges, like edges too. I'm going to go get a little crazy here, and I'm going to say to myself, I haven't looked at it yet. Could this be something I've always wanted to find? Never considered it on my bucket list, but I've always wanted a cartwheel penny. And this is freaking pretty big, man. Pretty big. Let me clean her up, folks, and I'm going to get right back to you. Hang on. I don't know what this is. Anyways, whatever it is, it's hold for starters. And it's got a huge crest on the front. It's like obviously it's got to be British. I don't know if it's silver though. It's got some old dude on the back. I can't get a date off of it. But this coin is badass. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is. I'm going to do a little Googling here, and I'm pretty sure there's a date on it here, but I just can't see it. This coin is incredible, man. It's got the big, I don't don't know if you can see it here. It's got the big British, it's like a coat of arms or some crest or something. Oh my gosh. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. All right, everybody. Pop Can Dan, I'm going to wrap it up, man. I'm going to wrap it up. Look at this place. Okay, so I finally got an idea on that coin. I was going berserk, man. I was going berserk. The only thing that was bugging me about it was there was no green patina on it. It felt a little light. It really did. I'm not a real coin professional, so I just get too excited when I get stuff like that. And I still didn't know what it was, so I posted it up online. There it is right there. And it's funny because Bradford Beeper, I sent him a private message first, and I go, look what I found. I was freaking out and everything, and he messages me back and he goes, it's a gas station token. And I'm like, you dumbass. Why would it have a hole in it? And then I found out by doing research it actually is. And they came with holes on them. It was a commemorative set you got at the gas station. I'm like, what the heck? What is that doing out here in the field? Hey, that is the mystery of history. But me, I just get too excited, man. I was jumping up and down. It's my birthday. I'm like, look at me, it's my birthday, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you know what? Still, it's a nice little coin anyways. I'm still happy to have it. So I got a couple of relics. I got that harmonica, almost complete harmonica over in the field over there. Got a button, a couple of odds and ends. Besides that, folks, I'm just gonna wrap it up, man. What a great day. I have an off day today and it's my birthday. Can't complain with that. One thing I want to say before I go, friends, how can I put this? It's my birthday, so I have the microphone, all right? I'm going to talk. If you don't want to listen, you just turn it off. It's fine. Watching me is optional. You don't have to. KG and Ringy, Tim and George, diggers, all right, folks? I just heard recently that that Garrett had just dropped them cold turkey out of nowhere with no warning. Just dropped them as a sponsors for the company. Now, I'm going to tell you this, all right? I've been detecting 32 years. I've been detecting since 1994. It was around, I think it was 2013. I had cancer, and, I had chemotherapy, and I spent a month on the couch. I couldn't move, and, it was tough, and my detecting was, it was there, but it was kind of up and down, and I was in a dark place, and so I during my chemo I sat down and I was just watching reruns of Diggers with Tim and George, and these guys really lit a fire underneath me to get me back going again on the hobby, and get off the couch after my chemo. But no, they really did, and I actually got the chance to meet them in 2016, and I got to thank them for that. And it's funny because George was the one that gave me my nickname, Pop Can Dan. No, I don't know how many people know that. My wife, I was talking to him online on Facebook, and my wife kind of chimed into the chat and said, "Hey, George, everyone has a nickname except for my husband. What do you think?" And he just typed back and he goes, "His name's Pop Can Dan," and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that. Why didn't I think of that? So he's the one giving me my nickname. Anyways, where am I going with all this? There's so many people that are inspired by these two guys. And for Garrett to, if it is true, which I've heard from many sources, that, like I said, they just dropped them cold turkey. And there's always three sides to every story. So I don't know what their side, could be. But you need to understand that so many people were inspired by these guys to start detecting and to start buying Garrett products, myself included. I had crappy detectors before, but after watching Tim and George, I said, man, I want to get an AT Pro. I started out with a Garrett Ace 250. Then I upgraded to an AT Pro, and then I got the pinpointers, the Garrett Carrots. I got 2 or 3 of those. I spent a lot of money on Garrett products, you know, because of these guys. Because of these guys, great ambassadors, man. Great ambassadors to the hobby, you know, to the hobby and to Garrett. And for Garrett to just drop them, I really think there's going to be I'm not saying a mass exodus, but there's going to be a lot of people who are like, you know, Garrett, that wasn't very cool, you know. So I don't know what to say. You know, I still like Garrett products, but so I don't know what to tell you. Anyhow, listen, I got to wrap it up. It looks like somebody wants to pull in the driveway up here too, so I'll cut it short. But remember, folks, it is my birthday. I'm an old guy, and stay smart out there, folks. Be good to one another online, and we're going to see you very soon.